Early in the morning.
What's going on, the people that miss you? Your boy Cam Topical Juice, and we are back with another video for you today. Apologies, I haven't dropped a video in a few days. I've been knackered. You lot, I've been working. Well, I'm currently 10 days or 11 days into a 14-day stretch. 14 days straight, no days off, you feel me? Like, work. That's all I do is work, and I'm doing YouTube stuff and Patreon stuff in between work, like while I'm on breaks at work, like this and that, to finding little corridors and shit to work on. Like, bro, I'm grinding, but I'm real tired, so apologies if my energy's a bit flat. As you can see from the title, we're going to be talking about some more gang members, some gang members that have actually been sentenced to jail for a long time for having guns, machines, trying to take guns to funerals, talking about guns on Snapchat, talking about guns in taxis. We are back with more low IQ criminals. It's insane how stupid some of these people can be in it, but it is what it is. This is the life of street guys, you know what I'm saying? The roads, gang members. This is what it is. And if you're not looking over your shoulder, you're talking about straps, buying straps, got knives, drugs. It's a dark life, man. I'm telling you, it's a dark life. So let's get straight into this video, because of course your boy has work. I need to leave in less than an hour, so hopefully I can get this video done in the morning. If not, I'm editing on the train, innit? So if you could like the video for me, it takes half a second, makes a massive difference on how the YouTube video performs in the algorithm. Really does. Really trying to continue growing this year. Road to 60,000 now, come on. If you enjoy my content, or if you like me, please do consider pressing that subscribe button. It's free. You can always change your mind if you don't like me or whatever. Please press the bell to be notified. And of course, if you really want to support your boy grow, support your boy get out this country, please do click the link to my Patreon. This week, I'm actually going to be talking about all the stuff that's going on in the UK, all this civil war business. If you guys have been wondering what my opinion is on that, I'm not going to talk about it on YouTube. I've been on YouTube long enough to know that these type of topics, they're just too divisive, man. I'll give you my opinion to my Patreons, people who support me and pay monthly, obviously. I'll give you my opinion there. But this whole, I don't want to talk about this and add more fuel to the fire on YouTube. This is just, this country's a shithole. It's gone to hell, and I can't wait to get out of it. So if you want to hear my opinion on that, subscribe to my Patreon link. If not, let's get into this video. As you can see from the title, it says gang members jailed after police discover plans to take guns to funeral. 6 members of a South London gang have been jailed for firearm offences after police uncovered plans to take guns to a funeral. Sims, 25, Lambeth, was sentenced to 9 years and 9 months imprisonment at Kingston Crown Court on Tuesday. He was found guilty of possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life, possession of ammunition and possession of a knife. David Messenger, 30, Clapham, and Jordan Joseph, 29, Southwark, were sentenced to 16 years and 10 years in prison respectively for possession of firearms with intent to endanger life on June 28th. And Nyron Johnson Cross, 31, of Corrance Road, Lambeth, and Damar Vassell, 28, Surrey, and Jordan Jones, they were all sentenced to 15 years in prison. I wish they were sentenced nonsense to the same amount of time, but that's another whole story. All 3 were jailed for possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life. Officers began investigating the men as part of a wider effort to dismantle serious organised crime groups in the capital. I wish they would do that for serious paedophile rings as well, like the BBC, but anyway. Intelligence developed by officers led them to suspect the possession of an illegal firearm at the home address of Messenger. Who's the snitch? Who's the snitch? In the early hours of the morning on June 17, 2023, cops executed an urgent warrant at Messenger's home, where they discovered 3 guns and ammunition hidden in a shoebox in a garage. After Messenger was arrested, officers discovered deleted Snapchat conversations between Messenger and Joseph. Now guys, I'm going to stop here before I carry on. This is what blows my mind about these gang members. They're involved in serious crime. When you're dealing with Class A's, when you're dealing with firearms, you're dealing with, this is proper criminality, you feel me? You really want to take that seriously. Now, I'm not trying to give people like advice on the streets. That's really not what I'm doing. I just find it mind-boggling that they don't do their due diligence. Yeah, they don't dot their I's and cross their T's. When you're dealing with criminality, why are you using social media platforms like Snapchat or Instagram, whatever, to discuss your criminality? I'm not even going to give you alternatives, because I don't even want to promote this type of stuff, but it's ridiculous how slow some of these people are. Because if you delete stuff on Snapchat, it's not deleted. They have supercomputers, database. It might be deleted from your device, but they can literally go, whoop, police can just go, whoop, hey yo, Snapchat, just pull up this username real quick, go back, go dig up his deleted stuff, and let me just read all this. That's how easy it is. It's crazy that these criminals dealing with high level criminality such as firearms still do things like this. It's mind boggling. It's the same case with Fred. Remember that case that I spoke about with Fredo and the gun charges that he was allegedly linked with, and his HRB gang, they were talking on Snapchat. The messages show Joseph asking Messenger to keep the weapons and bring them to the funeral of Lamar, who also goes by the name of Perm, who died in Brixton in October 2022. Later that day, officers discovered that a gang associate, Sims, and another individual were travelling in a taxi towards the cemetery for the same funeral. Police intercepted the taxi and discovered a gun and ammunition, as well as a folding pocket knife. Both men were arrested and taken to the police station. Later the same day, police ambushed another vehicle with gang associates Johnson, Cross, Vassell and Jones in it. Another gun and ammunition were discovered inside the vehicle alongside a series of knives and Class A drugs. Now check this, guys. Police also obtained an audio recording from the driver's internal dash cam, which had picked up conversations between the three men, including discussions about where the gun was, who was in possession of it, the disappointment of not having more than one gun, and how to stop their DNA getting onto the gun. Guys, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. These lot are slower than a snail mixed with a fucking sloth crawling in quicksand, bro. Like, you couldn't have waited until you got out the taxi to have that conversation. You couldn't have waited 5 minutes, 10 minutes to have that conversation when you get out the car, before you get in the car. This is what I'm saying. These people don't have any sense. Not one of you, before you decide to get into the taxi, saying, yo, guys, obviously we're about to get into a taxi. There's a civilian in front of us. You know what? Let's zip any criminal activity. Let's talk about football. Let's talk about our ambition. Shit, let's throw some red herrings out there. Let's talk about holidays and what we want to, new business ideas, yeah, new business ventures. Instead, these men were sat inside the taxi talking about guns. Not only any guns, who's got the gun, where the gun is. What? I'm surprised I didn't give you the make of the gun, when it was founded, where to find it, who's got, you know what I'm saying, like where it's going to be tomorrow. But brother, on the dash cam. And as I said, I'm really not trying to promote anything. I'm not trying to give tips and improvement ideas, but this is just ridiculous, guys. You know what I'm saying? This is just proper shoddy. And this is the life of gang members, guys. Did you see the ages of these people? These are my age group. I'm 29 years old and I'm so disassociated from any behavior or any kind of fuckery that we used to get up to as kids, you know what I'm saying? But when you're deep in the streets like these men are 30 years old, 31 years old, having to roll with guns to funerals, bro. This is like Chicago shit, American shit, because funerals be getting shot up these days. I've done a video on T-Scam and his associates allegedly, or not allegedly, shooting up a funeral with a shotgun. A shotgun that spreads, so it hit women and children. Not even, like, what is this? It's ridiculous. It's mind-boggling. So this is the lifestyle that people choose to live, and it is a choice. Being poor is not a choice. Being desperate is not a choice. Having bad luck as a child or trauma as a child is not a choice. But when you get older and you know what your friends are up to and you know what comes with the territory of kind of dealing drugs and guns and having knives, that's a choice. You know what I'm saying? You get people in the same household, twins or brothers and sisters, or let's say two brothers from the same ends. Let's say they're from Peckham. Two brothers, one of them goes on the roads, one of them goes to college, university, all that. Same household, same environment. It is a choice. So at some point, you've got to choose to take a step back. Some people choose to get off the roads when they get shot. Some choose to get off the roads when they get stabbed. Some choose to get off the roads when they go to jail. And most of the time, that makes people more aggressive. You want to get your get back. You're more angry. It just comes a point where you just have to make a choice and break the cycle. You know what I'm saying? But guys, I want to end on this. Have you not seen the state of our prison system? If you don't know, our prisons are extremely overcrowded. Yeah, do you know what they're doing with sexual predators, nonces, and rapists? Do you know what they're doing? It's a fact. Do you know what they're doing right now, and they have been doing for the last few years? They have been releasing them or not even sending them to jail, guys. Because jails are so full. They're sending, it's like a hierarchy system. It's how serious they deem the crimes are. If you are a nonce and you've destroyed the lives of kids, for life by the way, that trauma doesn't leave you. Yeah, you can argue a gun murders people. Of course it does. I believe these men carrying guns will endanger life. They should be getting long sentences. Guns can kill. But what people fail to realise, including this government, is that the trauma of being abused as a child, yeah, sexually, whatever, that can kill you. Do you know what I'm saying? That can kill the person. That can kill other people. Psychopaths. Serial killers. Most of the time they come from traumatic backgrounds, probably abuse themselves, all these things. People don't deep. And you've got this country releasing nonces and sexual predators because the jails are full. But not a person who sold a bit of weed, not a person who sold a bit of coke. Yeah, that all these politicians are sniffing off their mistress's ass anyway, yeah? What? It's crazy. But so how are they gonna make room for these gunmen? Oh, that's right. They're not touching kids. They'll find some space for them. Do you know what I'm saying? As they should. They deserve to be in jail, especially how sloppy they've been. But it's just, this is why I'm leaving this country, guys. I'm like, what can I tell you? This is why I'm literally leaving this country. I can't, this country's finished. Everything about it's finished. We're literally living for a civil war. We're going to be looking back in 50 years' time in textbooks. Kids are going to be looking back here in textbooks like we did in school about this era that we're living in. 2020 will go down as one of the biggest years in history for hundreds of years. For the whole, it'll be like it's like learning about the bubonic plague. Remember the plague back in the day? Or C19, this virus that they used to basically tighten control on us and all this stuff. You know, we're going to look back at all this time. We're going to look back at this time in textbook. We've got civil wars going on. We've got people marching the streets. We've got right-wing people. We've got left-wing people. We've got central people. It's madness. Absolute madness. Lord, please just protect me long enough so I can get out of this country. Please, please, please. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you lot in the next video. What the hell do I know, man? I'm just a man in his 20s. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay vigilant. Peace.